welcome on in, Abe Stark Sports Center in Coney Island, Brooklyn. And we've got an exhibition match for you here today at the 16U level. It's the New York Stars hosting the Great Neck Bruins. Early in September, beautiful day outside, but the hockey's going to be even better inside. Thanks so much for your patience. We are the last game of the day here on Sunday, and so as youth hockey is wont to do, it pushed us just a little bit later than scheduled, and so it's 2:30 as a start, just a little beyond instead of a 2 o'clock even start. But the good news is you haven't missed a thing. Here come both teams out onto the ice. They'll cross at the logo to get to their respective benches. And it looks like 5 minutes on the board as a warm-up period there, but we'll see if it sticks with 5. It's starting to tick now, and so a little bit of time to talk to you about the team's respective seasons thus far. Looks like this might be the Bruins' first game of the season. Great Neck traditionally starts practice a little bit later out at the beautiful Parkwood Sports Complex in Great Neck, New York. Andrew Sturgopoulos rink. And so this might be their very first game of the year. The Stars come into today 0-5, all very close losses, none closer than last night, where they lost an absolute heartbreaker up at the Ice Hutch in Mount Vernon, New York. If you're a Midnight Sports viewer regularly, you saw the Stars fight back from a 2-goal deficit, only to have some bad puck luck. Find the puck on the stick of a Southwest Chester Blackhawk with 28 seconds left to go. And the Blackhawks able to put it past the Stars and win that one 3-2 in an EJEPL Diamond 1 showdown. So the Stars looking to get into the win column here today. And their first game at home on the season. First 4 games, of course, at that EJ Showcase outside Philadelphia. Last night away at the Ice Hutch. So maybe some home cooking here down in Coney Island. Could be a hot dog, could be cotton candy, could be a win in the standings that does it for him. In any event, we'll give you an extended look here at warm-ups with 3 minutes and 23 seconds left to go in this warm-up period. You get to enjoy some AI-generated music. And tune in to warm-ups. We'll be right back for Puck Drop Period 1 coming up after this.
Steering wheel, stealing nerves against the field, rolling hills and sharp descents, never stop us so hell-bent. Radio blares adrenaline, fingers tap on skin and tin, horizon lose but never near, push the limits, lose the fear. Running on fumes can't slow down, foot to the floor through this town, eyes on the prize won't back out, living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt. Running on fumes, can't slow down. Foot to the floor through this town. Eyes on the prize, won't back out. Living life loud, no fear, no doubt.
Well, a reminder while we have time here, Stars and the Bruins meet again next weekend out at Parkwood. That's Saturday, September 14th, 4:45 p.m. These same two teams going at it once again. And then on Sunday, the Stars come back home to play at Abe Stark, same 2 p.m. start time. And Midnight Sports hopes to have the coverage for both of those games for you right here on this YouTube channel. Certainly, the Sunday game will be up and running. And Midnight Sports hopes to be able to broadcast from Parkwood Sports Complex as well. And so tune in next weekend. First, of course, it's Bruins Stars here today. But next weekend, you can see those bottom two games on your screen of upcoming games. In any event, get that second cup of coffee, have a seat on the couch, and we've got 45 minutes of fantastic youth hockey coming up now right here from Abe Stark Sports Center in Coney Island, Brooklyn. All right, some last minute preparation here. Based on the activity at the crease, it will be Luke Latito taking over the blue paint here today for the Stars. Luke's acquitted himself very well in his 2 games at the EJ Showcase, and he'll look to add to that portfolio against the Bruins today. The Bruins always a very good defensively minded team for years and years, and so they'll come out today looking to get a win on the road to kick off their season. Well, it's an exhibition, 15 minutes on the board, 3 periods, a little different than the EJ games you've been watching early on in this season, which of course have 2 25-minute halves. But it'll be 3 15-minute periods here from Abe Stark today. And again, we can't thank you enough for joining us as we get set for puck drop in period 1. A reminder, the clock on your screen is really just a suggestion of the clock in the arena. They're not tied together, so if one is a little different than the other, always go for the red LED lights at the top of your screen as the puck crosses the neutral zone. In any event, it'll be the Stars in their home whites lining up to take this draw. It'll be Bologna. Puck's dropped, one forward by him. Stars moving left to right on your television screen. Bruins in their road blacks. They'll throw that puck up only so far as O'Day at his own blue line. It's O'Day working that puck back on over to his defensive partner, Schaefer. Schaefer now on the puck on the forehand, works that up to Bergman. Bergman, who had a nice game yesterday, taps it in the offensive zone, and now it's O'Day retrieving in the neutral zone. O'Day gets the return pass, shoots in, first shot on goal there for the Stars. Stars still in tight. Second shot comes in, and that one's rejected by the Bruins. Worked up but not out by the away team. It's the Stars pouring back in momentarily. They pick up the puck, top of the circle, on the forehand, shoot in. That one's kicked aside. Follow up done the same. Well, it's the Stars pouring it on here early. Can't find a way past just yet, as we're not even a minute into this game, and they've got 4 shots on the board. It's Gitman on the forecheck. Nearly gets the return pass on the far side of the ice. This time O'Day lines up, throws it toward the net, and it's saved nicely again. It's Bolognick who shoots in this time, and that's 2 more shots for the Stars. Still haven't found a way past just yet. Turning with it is Gitman in the near corner. Gitman throws that across the ice and toward the slot. That pass sees a stick lifted and goes all the way through. Pinching in with Schaefer, though, to keep the zone. Schaefer able to keep the zone in the near corner. Bouncing puck coming as the Bruins fans want to call, but it was Bergman who was manning the point for Schaefer. Fired one just wide of the cage. Bolognick picks up. Long shift here for the first shift for the Stars because they've kept it in the offensive zone the entire time. Bouncing puck goes wide of the cage. Never made it to the blue paint, and now the Bruins look to emerge with it. Great Neck with the puck, far side of the ice, all the way through the neutral zone. They're going to jam that all the way in. Icing gets waved. Both teams likely to go for a change here. Forecheck, though, nearly separated the Stars from the puck, and now the Stars will break out the other way. Pass goes just out of O'Connor's reach, and the Bruins will pick it back up near side of the ice. It's the Bruins firing it up to the near point, fired back in. Down low, the Bruins will have to reset in their own zone. On the forecheck there was Schulman. Forced an early pass. Coronati picks it up at the far points. Coronati back for Schulman. Schulman toward the slot. It hits a skate, and it's going to go up and out of the zone. And so it's Viscoso tracking back for the puck. Viscoso flicks that up. Bruins can't collect, and on it is O'Connor. O'Connor and Schulman toward the offensive zone. Bouncing puck comes back toward Viscoso, sends it over for Coronati, back up to Schulman. Bruins collect at center ice. Bruins now into the offensive zone. Bruins all the way in, and they go to the side of the cage, upending his man there. Was a star, and it's going to go for a penalty early on here with 12:23 remaining to go here in the first period. We'll see who is going to the box just yet in this one. Well, it's a trip, and it looks like it'll be Coronati to the box here in front of the camera well. So Coronati to the box, 12:23 left to go here in the first. And far side of the ice, Russo tries to win that faceoff, comes up to the blue line. Bruins feather that down just a little lower. Ramos on the ice is going to jab that all the way around. Bouncing puck's going to leave the zone. Ramos, the captain, making a nice play there. Took a hit to get that out of the zone. Bruins reset in their own end. Man advantage for them for another minute and 40 seconds as they curl into the neutral zone and come into the offensive zone. The Bruins try to set up a shot there. That one goes high of the cage, and now it'll be the Stars coming right back the other way. It's Adamek who works it up for Russo. Russo on the penalty kill in tight there, nearly able to pull the trigger. Instead, it's the Bruins pushing it up, but not past Murphy, who throws it across to the other corner to kill more of this penalty. As Murphy and Ramos doing well to kill the penalty with the forecheckers of Adamek and Russo out there. It's now the Bruins coming back the other way, trying to split the defenders, unable to get past Ramos, who throws it over to the far half wall. Top of the circle now are the Bruins, and the threat's cut out there by Murphy. Murphy across center ice. He gains the line. He'll dump on in and go for a change. 55 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Bruins. It's Fauci on the ice, and it's Adamek O'Day dumping back in. Those red gloves can be tricky to tell. It's now the Bruins with speed coming the other way. All over his man there is Coker. He's able to stick lift and stop the offensive zone break in at first. The Bruins now set up. They shoot wide of the cage. This bouncing puck's going to come up and out of the zone. The Bruins again will have to reset. They throw it toward the blue line, though. A nice little pass, but it was O'Day who was wise to it. Got out the threat. 21 seconds left to go in the man advantage as the Bruins come up ice again. It's Latito stopping that puck behind the cage for O'Day. Bruins all over O'Day. They have the puck in the far corner, do the Bruins. They work it up to the far half wall. They shoot in. This one didn't make it toward the net. Hit a body in front. And now the Bruins have it in tight. But Latito gets down. A nice save by him. And it's Coker who's able to shepherd that puck over toward Fauci, who gets it to the far side of the ice. Now the Bruins again trying to get in tight. But instead, it's the Stars breaking out. It's 5-on-5 hockey here as O'Connor takes over the puck, takes it deep into the offensive zone. It's O'Connor in the near corner on the puck, awaits all five skaters to come in with him. Ramos tries to tap it farther. Bouncing puck couldn't be settled, so now the Bruins will take over at the far side of the ice. It's Polyakov harassing his man into a dump in, and so now Ramos looks to turn with the puck. Ramos on the puck. He's going to skate this up to the blue line, just a little bit out of his reach. Tracking back is Murphy. Murphy delays and goes around a man, then two, and he's got Schulman ahead of him. It's Murphy into the offensive zone, works it over for O'Connor. O'Connor shoots. That hits a shin guard and goes wide. And the Bruins look to try and settle this game down just a little bit as they chip that puck up and out of the zone. It's the Stars tracking back through Ramos for the puck. Murphy had worked it over nicely for him, and Ramos had dumped in. Stars will have to reset here in the neutral zone as they've made a partial change. Out comes Viscoso for Ramos. Murphy will now head to the bench as well. Now Murphy's going to stay out. It's Bergman who comes off the bench, and the Bruins will come the other way. It's the Bruins into the slot. Look out. Always a dangerous spot. It hits a body. Now a bouncing puck saved nicely by Latito. And it'll be the Bruins resetting near side of the ice. They fire it in. Latito kicks it out once again. He takes a high stick. And we'll see here if there's any call coming as a stick got under the blocker there and up into the cage of Latito. Got a quick whistle, but Luke Latito making two quick saves before that whistle. And so with 8:53 left to go here in the first, it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Puck's dropped, one cleanly there by the Stars. Taking over is Viscoso. He jabs that up and out, and now Bergman on his horse. Bergman, mini break all the way in the offensive zone. He looks to go around the netminder, and the puck trickles just wide. It's now Bergman with the puck back. He's got on the forehand, looks to shoot in. Can't quite pull the trigger. It's Viscoso now who does shoot, and it's saved nicely by the Bruins. Comes up to Coronati, who fires that wide of the cage, and it'll be Bergman trying to go around the net. But instead, it comes off its moorings, does the net. And so with 8:26 left to go in the first, it's going to be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars, who will get a change. Out of this, it'll be Coker, Adamick, Russo, O'Day, and Schaefer as the 5 skaters for this draw at the sunny end of the rink. Stars through Adamick back to Schaefer. Schaefer shoots in. Saved nicely there. It was a sneaky shot by Schaefer as it was screened by 2 players. And it was saved nicely, of course, by the Bruins. Now the Bruins trying to get this puck up and out of the zone. Unable to do so. Adamick worked into the boards there. No call coming as it's now O'Day keeping the zone. Taps it back in. And it'll be Adamick picking that puck up at the end boards, trying to fire it around. Bouncing puck out front. Look out. It's a Bruin on it first. Able to jam it well wide and out of the zone. Should go for an icing. It does with 7:53 left to go here in the first. It'll be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Well, it was an electric start here for the Stars. Couldn't find the back of the net, but they took the first 4 shots on goal, all in that first shift. And they'll look to restart that momentum with this offensive zone draw. It's Schulman to take. O'Connor to his right. Bruins will take over there. They chip it off the half wall, but no farther as the Stars, through O'Connor, dump in once again. And it's Polyakov thinking about coming in. Now going over to the far corner to pick this puck up. Bruins there first, and a touch pass sees that puck leave the zone. So Day trying to feather that just a little bit farther so that the Stars can get set up again in the offensive zone. The Stars taking over, sending it across the logo for O'Connor. O'Connor in the offensive zone. He's able to skate past the linesman here, and the puck comes up towards Schaefer. Can't get full purchase on it, so the Bruins take over in the defensive zone. They work it up just through the neutral zone, do the Bruins, as that rolling puck's going to find O'Day, far side of the ice. O'Day flicks that up, and it's touched on there. And Schulman will have to get on the forecheck. It was Polyakov who was able to dump into the offensive zone, and now O'Day gives it a shot too, right by the advertising boards, but it's the Bruins with speed the other way. It's the Bruins in the slot. Oh, a wonderful stick lift by O'Connor at first. Keeps that shot from getting on goal. It's now the Bruins trying to pick it up at the end boards. Leaned on there by 3 Stars. It's 2 Bruins and 3 Stars all the way at the end boards in the Stars defensive zone. Now the Bruins jamming it up to the point. Able to get it up there. Shot comes in, goes well high of the cage. The Bruins will reset on the near side of the ice. Puck dumped in once again by Greatneck, but it hits a body and leaves the zone. And so Greatneck will have to reset far side of the ice. They tap it farther there. Turning for it is O'Day. O'Day and Schaefer out there. It's O'Day now behind his own net. Works it over for O'Connor, near side of the ice. Rolling puck picked up by a Bruin momentarily in the slot on the backhand. Fired in on Lotito, and he makes 2 saves in a row there. And so it's going to be the Bruins trying to pick it up at the end boards. Taking a big hit were the Stars, but it's O'Connor able to shepherd that up and out of the zone. It's now the Bruins back in their own zone collecting the puck. O'Connor the forechecker. Stars able to make a partial change. It's Gitman picking the pocket of his man, and it's O'Connor going in for the puck at the end boards. Bruins work it over to the near side of the ice. Bruins have it there on the near side of the ice, near half wall. Bruins trying to get it past Gitman, and they'll have to reset as it goes off Gitman's skate. They'll jam this one all the way down. Should be an icing call. It is. And so, with 5:32 remaining to go here in the first period, it's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now, Stars have had a couple of good looks in the early going here, but don't discount the Bruins. They've done the same as they've gotten in tight to Lotito, and he has risen to each challenge he's faced in this first period. Louis Belonik just tucking in that neck guard, that necklace, and getting that neck guard up. And so it's obvious to the officials, obviously a renewed emphasis this year from USA Hockey after the terrible tragedy Nottingham, England. It's now the Stars trying to work that to the side of the net, and the Bruins do emerge with it. Stars, though, keeping the zone. Down low for Bologna. Bologna has a streak in Gitman. Far post. It's Bologna trying to work it out of the skates of his man. Gitman in for support now. Bruins have many back. They're able to work that to the near side of the ice and escape on the backhand. Not out of the zone just yet. A heavy hit there by Bergman. And the shot's fired in by Gitman just wide of the cage. Bergman gets it. Hits it on the side of the cage. And now the Bruins look to escape. Haven't done so just yet. It's a 1-on-2 for the Bruins through the neutral zone, turning into the offensive zone. They try and go around Murphy, unable to do so, though. Murphy has two men on him. Puck comes up. It's shot wide of the cage. Bruins now warming to the task. It's the Bruins in the offensive zone. Near half wall, Bergman able to collect that puck on the backhand and fire it right out of the zone for Gitman. Gitman as Ramos on the far side of the ice. It's Ramos who's going to pick that puck up, far half wall, jam it in deep so he can go make a change. On the puck there was Russo. He's able to body two men, and Adamek keeps the puck in the zone. Boy, some heavy forechecking by Russo. Adamek comes away with it, throws it to the far point. Puck sits there. It's shot off a shin guard, blocked out of the zone. Coronati retrieves, sends it back for Viscoso. Viscoso gets handcuffed by the pass a little bit, but he's able to keep the skates, work it up toward the blue line. Not out just yet. Some good back checking by the Stars. Separate their men from the puck, and it's Russo chipping that up. And so now the Bruins have to reset. Viscoso absolutely upends his man at center ice. Bruins don't like it. Onward we play. No arm raised. It'll be Fauci working that back for his defender as the puck sits at the blue line. And it's Coronati upended. Again, no arm raised. Fauci on the forehand fires that in. It's going to be gloved and stopped by the Bruins netminder. And so with 3:36 left to go here in the first. It's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now Stars will get some new forwards out there. It's O'Connor, Polyakov, and Shulman. Viscoso and Coronati as the defenders far side of the ice. Shulman stands his man up. Connor tries to come on in on that puck. Rolling puck's going to leave the zone, goes just offside. We'll do it all over again with 3.5 left to go in this opening frame, just outside the Bruins zone. Well, shots on the board, 7-4 in the Stars' favor on your scoreboard at home, 9-5 in the Stars' favor. Of course, the one on your scoreboard at home, unofficial. And so really a temperature taking of how the game is going. In any event, it's the Bruins controlling the faceoff eventually and working it over to the near side. Now up through the neutral zone. Turning for it is Schaefer in his own zone. Schaefer near half wall. Turns, gets on the forehand, but he's going to draw a tripping penalty here as soon as the Bruins touch it up. Off the ice is Latito. Shulman shepherds that puck well, so the Bruins can't touch up, but they eventually do when he's surrounded with 5:57 left to go in this first period. It's going to be the Stars to the power play for the first time here today, and they'll look to capitalize on the man advantage, put up some numbers on the scoreboard. Well, looks like it'll be Gitman, Coker, Lonick, Murphy, and Bergman as power play unit number one. That puck's jabbed all the way out of the zone. Fluttering puck's not going to cross the end line. A great clearance by the Bruins, and so it's settled down by Bologna over to Murphy. Murphy on the puck in his own zone. 1:43 left to go in the man advantage as the Stars work it up through the neutral zone. It's the Stars through Bergman, who loads up. That puck takes a deflection up into the netting. And with 2:33 left to go here in the first period, 1:36 left to go on the man advantage. It's an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now it's Bologna, center of the dot. Wins that cleanly back to Murphy. Murphy down for Bologna. Bologna streaking forward, looking for Bergman in the slot. Shoots in, screen shot still loose. It's going to be covered up nicely by the Bruins netminder there. And looks like no instant replay to be had, so believe your eyes the first time you saw it. It'll be Bologna again at the near dot. Still 126 left to go in the man advantage as the Stars win that faceoff again. And it was Gitman serving it over to Murphy, who's able to dump that puck in deep. Coker now picks up that puck behind the net. Coker twirls around with it, sends it over to the far half wall. Stars looking to get in business at the tight angle shot wraparound cut out by the Bruins defenseman. And so onward we play here. It's Gitman on the puck. And he's got a little time and space, far side of the ice. It's Bolognic now, able to dance past one man and then drop it over to Murphy, far point. Oh, the cross ice pass nearly connects for Bergman. Instead, it'll be Coker picking up that loose puck and working it to the far side of the ice. In front, that loose puck is sticked aside by the Bruins defenseman. Only so far is Bolognic at the near point. Bolognic with some time and space. He's going to shovel that on down so the Stars can try and work from the end line out forward. It's the Stars throwing that across. It takes a deflection, never reaches the goal, goes behind instead. And now the Bruins try to throw it in front, but it's Bergman who picks up that puck. He's going to shoot in, and it's saved nicely once again by the Bruins netminder, and then thrown out of the zone. Just 15 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. Stars set up once again in the neutral zone. Gitman works that up for Bolognic. Bolognic with some speed. It's a 3-on-2 if he hurries. He's got Coker with him. Bolognic goes around one man, leaves it for Coker. It's shot in, still loose. And the Bruins able to clear and get to back to 5-on-5 hockey as we tick under a minute left to play here in the first. Bruins look to leave the zone. Puck gets eaten by the ice monster at first, but they do get it out. It's Viscoso over for Coronati. Coronati touched up forward by Bergman. And the Bruins take over, gain the line, and dump in. It's Latito out of his net, stopping the puck for Viscoso, who flicks that up to the near side of the ice. It was O'Connor who was able to settle it for Russo. Russo back toward O'Connor, and Shulman working that up toward O'Connor. O'Connor with a drop pass there, looking for Coronati, but a Bruins stick gets in the way. Just 20 seconds left to go here in this opening period as the Stars look to dump in, but they're going to be offside with 13.3 left to go in a period that's seen them double the shots of the Bruins, more than double, in fact, but still unable to find the back of the net. As advertised, Bruins defensive core and netminder as good as ever at keeping the puck from touching the twine. It's now Shulman near circle, near dot, I should say, in the neutral zone. O'Connor backed out. And that puck is cleanly won by the Stars there. It was Shulman over for Polyakov. And now the puck worked over to Coronati. Just 6 seconds left to go. Coronati's going to softly dump that in so the Bruins can't go back the other way. And calming that puck down is Viscoso. That'll do it for the first period here from Abe Stark. We're going to put 15 more minutes on the board, do it all over again in just a minute. You're watching Midnight Sports. All right. Intermission over. Between the periods, goalies being checked, scorekeeper being checked. Puck's dropped. And it's the Bruins winning that forward, attacking the offensive zone. Long stick by Murphy. Cuts out the threat. Puck ends up in the slot. Bruins will work it up over to the far point. Slapper just floats, and it's Latito able to grab that out of the air. We'll see if we get the replay working here or not. Looks like replay's back in action there as Latito grabs that floater. And it's a shot on goal as Latito was able to grab that fluttering puck out of the air. And so, 14:46 left to go in this middle period. Teams have switched sides. So the Stars will be moving right to left on your screen in this period of the long change. Bruins, clean win on that faceoff, but it's going to be the Stars coming the other way on a breakaway here. It's the Stars all the way in the offensive zone. They shoot, they score! That's a Stars goal. Well, it looked like it was Bergman on the breakaway. And he was able to find the back of the net. And just like that, the Stars have their first lead of the day with 14:38 left to go here in this second period. It's Stars 1, Bruins nothing. Now it'll be Shulman working that puck back for Schaefer on the face-off win. And the Bruins now able to work that puck up to center ice, out of the defensive zone, into the offensive zone. They shoot in. Latito kicks that aside. And it's now the Bruins trying to get that toward the net front, instead harassed there by the Stars. Bruins, they'll try to separate a man from a puck, but we're going to get a penalty call here, a holding call. We'll see who it goes against. The puck had just sat in the corner. But given where the faceoff is going to be, it's going to be a holding call against the Bruins. So, with 14:15 left to go here in the second period, Stars up a goal, about to be up a man for the next 2 minutes or fewer if they have their druthers. It'll be Gitman, Murphy, Bergman, Kokert, and Belonik out there as power play unit number 1. Face-off win by the Stars, worked over toward Murphy. Murphy dances there, works it down to Gitman, top of the circle. Now the near half wall is Gitman. Gitman looking for a teammate out front, can't find one, so Murphy receives the pass at the near point. Murphy walks the blue line, sends that down in low, nearly shoveled on net. Wraparound nearly tucked home by Bergman. Instead, kept out nicely by the Bruins. It's the Stars trying to get that puck out to the net front again. Murphy had come in. Slapper kicked aside there by the Bruins netminder. Murphy retrieves that pass as that puck stays at the blue line. It was Gitman who had cleaned up the rebound. And now Gitman throws that across. And the deflection by Coker kept out once again, too. It's the Stars really going to work in that low slot, trying to deflect something on net. Murphy sets up, throws that in, sits in the slot once again. Bergman fires wide. Belonik to pick up, far side of the ice. It's Belonik up toward Murphy. Murphy through Gitman. Power play really cooking now for the Stars as they've had several attempts right in tight. That shot's going to leave the zone, and it's going to be kept at the blue line by the Stars so as not to go offside. Still 50 seconds left to go in the man advantage here for the Stars. That pass doesn't connect as the Stars making a change. Need to be careful not to take it too many men. Instead, it's going to be a break the other way. It's Coronati trying to get his man, but it's Latito with the save after his man was hooked. Coronati is going to go to the box here. Looks like for hooking. And so it's going to be a 2-minute penalty instead of a penalty shot. With 12:52 left to go here in the second. 4-on-4 hockey for 37 seconds. Not a penalty shot as explained by the officials because Coronati was nearly even with the breakaway man from the Bruins. So 4-on-4 hockey for the next 37 seconds, as said, and then an abbreviated power play for the Bruins for 1 minute and 23 seconds as the special teams for each team start to get a workout. It's Shulman bodying his man at the circle, tapped farther by O'Connor. O'Connor always in the right place at the right time right now as he takes that into the offensive zone. The Bruins try to reset. The Stars trying to be careful, keeping 2 men back through O'Day and Viscoso so as not to give up a break the other way. The Bruins taking that into the offensive zone. They're bodied there. Goes off the inboards, pops out, but it's shepherded down by Viscoso, who works it for O'Day, just out of O'Connor's reach, but it's going to do the job because it leaves the zone, and the Bruins will have to reset in the neutral zone. 2 seconds left on the 4-on-4. The Bruins fire in, and now they've got a man advantage for the next 119 as the Stars try to clear the zone. And the puck will fall back on the near side of the ice, right in front of the Bruins bench. O'Connor back. Stars playing a little keep away right now as they'll move that puck on up and get a shot in on goal. That one's going to be saved nicely by the Bruins netminder. And O'Connor first to the puck. Bruins will take over with that man advantage. Under a minute left to go now on the man advantage as the Bruins come in once again. A huge hit there by O'Day. Knocks his man off the puck, and it's Viscoso over for O'Connor. O'Connor on up. That's going to be slapped forward by Fauci, but it's going to look to go for an icing. It does with 11:32 left to go. 40 seconds left to go on the man advantage. It'll be the Stars trying to kill off at 40 seconds here with a defensive zone draw. Murphy, Ramos, Adamick, Fauci as the penalty killing unit on the far side of the ice. Fauci at the dot ties his man up, and the Stars do take over. It's Murphy working that puck over for Ramos. Ramos on the puck, works that up toward Adamick. Looks like it was just out of his reach. We'll see if it goes for an icing. It does. Do it all over again in the Stars' end with 27 seconds left to go on the man advantage. Now the Bruins pressing here, trying to get on the board and even this one back up on the power play. So far, the Stars, penalty killers, and Luke Vizito have done well to keep the Bruins out. Now the Bruins trying to work that forward right at the point, but they're unable to do so. Tapping it forward is Adamick, and he's got a mini break. It's Adamick all the way in. He shoots just high of the cage. And Fauci in to keep the puck in the offensive zone. Still 10 seconds left to go here on the kill for the Stars, but it's Ramos pinching way in, shooting that across. And it's Fauci drawing a penalty down low as he was interfered with when that puck came across. And so the game of special teams continues with 10:55 left to go in this middle frame. It's 3 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey after Fauci drew the interference call in the blue paint. And then 156 of man advantage for the Stars, who will look to double their lead on the upcoming power play. Now it's Coker, Bergman, Murphy, and it looks like Bolognic as the 4 skaters. They'll get a 4th forward out there. As soon as that 2 seconds is up, they do. It's Gitman who hops on to the ice. Leaned on there is Coker at the far half wall, but he keeps the puck, comes out front, thrown toward the slot, nearly touched home by the Stars. Instead, the Bruins able to get that up and out of the zone, only so far as Murphy, who dumps on in. Shooting for it now is Bergman, who able to shoulder his man off the puck, but the bouncing puck leaves the zone, and Bolognic shepherds it over for Murphy. Murphy up for Gitman, near side of the ice, and it's Gitman skating that puck all the way in to the near corner. Gitman still on the puck, and he works it back up for Murphy. This is the power play that got plenty of shots at the last go-around, just couldn't find the back of the net. It's Gitman on over, far side of the ice. Stars set up once again. They drop low toward Coker, but retrieving it first is going to be Gitman. Tries to tuck it farther. It hits a shin guard. Bouncing puck. Finds a Bruin. And it'll be the Stars getting back in a hurry to cut out any threat. Coker on the puck. He's got Gitman ahead in the slot. He finds Gitman all alone in the slot. He shoots in, and it's saved nicely by the Bruins netminder on the penalty kill. And so Gitman kept out there as he was streaking through the slot, nearly home, but instead still 53 seconds left to go on the man advantage here. For the Stars, it'll be a near circle faceoff for the home team. Been able to pump up their numbers on the shot count, but they'd love to add a crooked number to the scoreboard itself. So Connor, be Russo and Schulman as the forwards. So Day now for Coronati. Coronati walks the blue line, and drops it down lower for O'Day. O'Day on the puck. Gonna skate in to the side of the circle and then work it down toward O'Connor, who takes a hit for his troubles. O'Day in for support. Russo on the puck now. Russo's still there. 34 seconds left to go. Russo works it up for Coronati. Coronati on the puck. He's going to drop it lower. Russo goes to retreat. Russo in the far corner is being held there. Puts his arm up to say what for, but instead the Bruins able to clear for what will be an icing with 9:16 left to go here in the second. Well, it'll be a far circle drop. O'Connor, Shulman, Russo, O'Day, and Coronati out there as the five skaters in the home white jerseys, looking to add to the Stars' tally. Now Russo winning that faceoff cleanly. Back to Coronati. Coronati throws that puck over. It's shot in not once but twice, and it hit a couple of bodies in front on the second. And so it'll be Russo trying to jam that puck farther. Russo behind the net. Got Shulman in front. Russo on the backhand. Feathers that up toward O'Connor. O'Connor for O'Day. O'Day keeps the zone and dumps on in. And now it'll be Shulman trying to work that puck onto a forehand, but instead it leaves the zone. And so the Bruins push it just a bit into the neutral zone. O'Connor, though, fiercely takes that puck back right in front of the scorer's table. It's O'Connor once again, this time throwing it across ice and finding a little time and space for the Stars. Shulman picks up that puck. He's going to dump in so the Stars can get going on their change. Remember, this is the period of the long change, so dump ins are almost always required to get a clean change going here. It's Russo who just throws his man to the side, picks up that puck on the backhand, keeps his skates, works it up toward Fauci. Fauci up to the point. It's Murphy firing in. That one's kicked aside by the Bruins. Comes right back up to Murphy. Murphy on the puck still, down toward Russo. Russo shoots in. This one's going to be saved and frozen by the Bruins netminder after that sequence of shots. A little bit of jostling in front, and we'll see exactly what happened there as the players had gotten frustrated, it looked like, on the Bruins side of things. But Fauci able to draw a 2-minute penalty again here for roughing. The Stars will go back to the power play. That's 2 penalties that Fauci has drawn by getting in tight to the Bruins netminder, trying to cause havoc, and havoc he has caused. 8:03 left to go here in the second period. Not even halfway through this one. Stars on the power play once again, looking to find the back of the net. That puck's one toward the slot, settling it down on the near side of the ice was Gitman. He'll jam it farther toward Coker, just out of his reach. Bruins take over, and they send that up and out of the zone. Look out, the Bruins on a mini break here. Side of the net, snapping that glove down is Lazito, and it's a nice save hit by him on the mini break of the Bruins. So it'll be a defensive zone draw here for the Stars with 7:46 left to go in this second period. Skipman, clean win for Bergman. Bergman back to Murphy. Murphy flicks that up and out. He was looking for a streaking Coker, but this one's going to go all the way across the end line. And so we'll do it all over again with 7:38 left to go here in the second frame. Still a minute and 35 seconds left to go on the man advantage for the Stars. On the interference penalty, well, the roughing penalty, I should say. The first one was interference. The roughing penalty to the Great Neck Bruins. Another clean win there by the Stars. Bergman back for Murphy once again. Murphy surveys his options. This one, he's going to skate up past his blue line into the neutral zone and continue into the offensive zone. It's still Murphy shooting in. That puck's deflected wide of the cage, and it's Bergman trying to clean it up for Gitman. He does. Gitman stalks in, shoots in, near side. Nearly caught the Bruins netminder cheating. Instead, it turned into a very good save. It's the Stars leaning on their counterparts at the end boards. 2 stars in. Bruins happy to just jam this up against the yellow boards and then throw it all the way across to the Bruins. They look to break out. Murphy getting back in a hurry here as he's able to touch the puck past and around his man, get on his horse, and come the other way. Puck rolls toward Gitman. Gitman on the puck, and he's pushed off it there in the near corner. Bruins look to take over again. They reverse it on up, but only so far as Murphy. It was Bergman for Murphy. Murphy walks the blue line, able to get around his man. He gets hauled down there, but Gitman takes over, and he's going to send that all the way across the ice. It's Bolonic now on the puck. And he works it over for Gitman. 27 seconds left to go on the man advantage here, and it's Gitman on the forehand, looking for a teammate in the slot. Nearly found Bergman. Touch pass would have taken it all the way over toward a half-empty net. Instead, the Bruins cut it out, but it looks like it's going to be a trip against the Stars here with 6:19 left to go in the second. So it'll be 16 seconds of 4-on-4 play as the Stars to the box. Coker 2-4 tripping. And so it's going to be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. 4-on-4 for 16 seconds. And then another abbreviated power play. Tell me if you've heard that one before. For the Bruins this time for 1:44. Schaefer and O'Day out as the defensive pair. It'll be Schulman and Polyakov as the forwards. It's Schulman at the near dot. Tries to win that cleanly, but it hits an official skate, and then the ensuing shot by the Bruins goes wide. Bruins now on the puck. They'll drop that down deep. Still 4-on-4 for 5 more seconds. O'Day on the puck. Gets it on the forehand. Surveys his options and uses the glass to get that up and out. This one's going to roll all the way for an icing, though. And so with 1:41 to go on the man advantage now for the Bruins and 6 minutes even to go in this second period, it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Now, same 4 skaters will stay out there for the Stars. Of course, not required in youth hockey on an icing, but they had just come out to start killing this power play. Anyway, it's the Bruins shooting in. Latito with a nice save. Bruins get that puck back at the end boards. They try to come around the far side. Oh, and that puck did end up in. Oh, boy. They tried to go around on the far side, and they did find the back of the net there. No replay to be seen. Even the software was rooting against it here from Abe Stark. But it is a Bruins goal, and this one's all tied up with 5:47 left to go in the second. It'll be Russo, Fauci, Adamek as the forwards, Coronati and Viscoso as the defenders for the Stars. And at the blue line, it's Fauci digging that puck off the boards, turning, working it all the way over toward Murphy. Murphy on the puck up for Adamek. Sorry, that wasn't Murphy, that's Viscoso. Both alternate captains and defenders here for the Stars. Viscoso settles that puck down, thinks about sending it back to Coronati. This time he does after the traffic in front of him had cleared. Coronati on the puck, works that into the offensive zone, and it's Fauci and Adamek on the forecheck. That puck racked up toward Viscoso, takes the puck and his man on the far side of the ice, keeps the zone. Backhander, this is all sticks. The Bruins will pick it up as we tick toward 5 minutes left to play here in the second period. It's the Bruins who gained the offensive zone onside and feather that in low. It was Latito all alone there with the puck. He was able to sweep it to the side, and now the Bruins fire in once again. This one hits the netting, though, and so it'll be a defensive zone draw for the Stars after the Bruins get a shot on goal. Now shots in the arena, 18-11 in the Stars' favor. On your board at home, 22-11. And the Stars looking to reestablish that 1-goal lead. So far, just the breakaway goal early on did the Stars tally. Stars the clean face-off win, and Ramos skates this all the way out of his defensive zone himself. He takes over the puck once again. He shoots in. Oh, that's kick save. And now it's Bergman trying to jab that on goal. It hits a skate guard in front, and the Bruins try to set up a play once again. It was Gitman on the forecheck, forced an early pass from his man. The Bruins will escape the zone with it. Standing his man up is Ramos, and getting back is Murphy to throw that through the neutral zone. Bruins take over once again at their blue line. Bruins work it up in front of the scorer's booth, but the Stars take over. Gitman toward the slot. He's got Bolonic to his left, leaves it there for him. Shot comes in, saved nicely by the Bruins, and Great Neck will look to emerge with the puck out of their own end. They do that. They send it all the way down. We'll get a whistle here for icing. 4:01 remaining to play here in this second period. The Bruins Made quite the hockey game out of this one, tying it up at 1 in this middle frame. And so it'll be Polyakov, Shulman, O'Connor, O'Day, and Schaefer out there as the 5 skaters in white try and turn that number on the scoreboard from a 1 to a 2. It's Shulman winning that forward. Polyakov fires in as well. It's racked off the boards. O'Day thinks about pinching in, but the bouncing puck evades all sticks, so Schaefer's tracked back for it. Rolling puck in the defensive zone, tapped toward the boards by the Stars. It's now the Bruins firing that in, never reaches the cage. O'Day picks that puck up and sends it up the center of the ice for Shulman. Shulman takes it in stride. Shulman into the offensive zone. He's got Polyakov streaking toward the back of the net. Unable to find him, though, with all the traffic in front. Now the Stars shoot in. It hits a shin guard, goes wide. Puck in the far corner right now as O'Day gets back to his position. And the Stars fire that across the blue paint. Nobody home, though, as Schaefer picks it up in the neutral zone. It's Schaefer on the puck. Thinks about sending a point-to-point for O'Day. Works it up strong side. Shulman taps it farther. Bruins take over. They streak into the offensive zone. It's the Bruins. Huge hit by O'Day. Leans on his man there. Then Shulman uses the glass and dasher to fire that all the way around. That bouncing puck comes up to a Bruin at their own blue line. And it's O'Day, though, to settle it at first in the neutral zone. Mini break developing here. Schaefer tries to get back. Shot goes off the crossbar up into the netting. And the Stars living dangerously, but living nonetheless with 5:53 left to go here in an active second period. Well, it feels like a pitcher's duel, but there have been some good chances for each side. That one, the official scorekeeper says, caught the shoulder of Latito before it hit the crossbar, so officially a save by him and a good one. Keep this game knotted at 1. The Stars trying to jab that puck forward. Coker to Fauci. Fauci goes around his man in the offensive zone, and now he'll shoot in. Coker to pick up off the end boards. Throws it toward the slot. Look out, Stars there. Oh, it's a wonderful save by the Bruins to keep that puck out of the back of the net. And it was Russo to front of the cage there. Nearly had found his way home on that one. But instead, with 2:37 left to go here in the second, it'll be Russo to take the draw. It's Coker dropping that puck just a bit lower. Russo fires in on it in the near corner. Now in for support is Fauci. The Bruins, though, first to it up to the near point. Coronati fires that in. It hits a skate, never reaches the net. Bruins will set up once again in the neutral zone. They fire it toward the logo, try to get into the offensive zone. They do, but without possession. And the Stars, through Viscoso, able to work that up toward the point. Now it's Russo on the puck, skating with speed into the offensive zone. On the forehand comes Russo. In tight, tries to backhand touch that one 5-hole, but it was saved nicely by the Bruins goalkeeper. And so, with 2:02 left to go here in the second, it's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Stars. Now, far side of the ice, Bolognic, Bergman, Gitman, Ramos, and Murphy as the 5 skaters out there for the home team. Clean win there by Bolognic up to Murphy. Murphy walks the blue line, tries to set up a shot, then drops it in just a bit deeper for Bergman. Bergman down toward Bolognic. Gitman now on the puck in the far corner. It's Gitman there trying to work that puck out front. Too many Bruins in the way, and they'll send that puck over to the near side of the ice where Ramos retrieves. Ramos for Murphy. Murphy up the center of the ice. This is all sticks there as Murphy was able to clear the zone. Then the Bruins took over at their own blue line. It's Murphy on the puck at his end boards. He's going to turn the other way on the backhand and then do it one more time and fake out 2 Bruins in the process. It's the Stars emerging from their own zone. All the way through the neutral zone. It's Bergman on the forehand, tries a snapshot there. And instead, it's the Bruins in the way. So Bergman, with some support, gets it back. Bouncing puck through the blue paint there. Couldn't be touched home by the Stars as it bounced over all sticks. And now the Bruins come the other way. They fire in. Latito just sweeps that to the side. And Stars try to pick up that puck in their own zone. They do through Murphy. Murphy over to Ramos. Ramos on the puck. He skates this up to the top of the circle. He sends that all the way up. He was looking for Bolognic. Bolognic picks up that puck. He shoots. It's kick save, and it's Gitman all the way across. And it's a wonderful save by the Bruins netminder once again as that shot pass score play was on for the Stars. Couldn't find the back of the net. And so 46 seconds even left to go here in the second. We've got a leg pad off for the Bruins netminder after all the activity at the top of the blue paint. And so we'll see how much leeway the equipment delay is given here by the officials. Usually goalies have significant leeway to adjust, but because it's a leg pad, Bruins looks like they will have to get a second goalie on the ice here for the equipment issue. And so we'll see if the Bruins can see this one out for the next 46 seconds. Always very difficult to come in as a cold goaltender. But as we talked about before, Bruins known for having good goaltenders. So we'll get a puck drop here with 46 seconds left on the clock. Bruins just need to get a fifth skater out there, hence the delay. All right, 46 seconds left to go here in the second period. New Bruins netminder out there on the ice while the starting netminder works on his equipment. Bruins win that faceoff, and they're going to dump into the offensive zone here. Comes near Latito, shovels that out, and that puck's still loose. And so it's the Stars breaking the other way. It's Fauci on the puck. He's got Russo with him. Fauci into the offensive zone. Looks for Russo. That puck comes in on net. A wonderful save there by the replacement netminder of the Bruins. Fauci in tight. Tries to send that on net. And it's Cornati firing that off a body. And so onward we play. Fired in again by Fauci. Sticked aside once again by the Bruins netminder. And Russo takes over in the near corner. Just 9 seconds left to play here in the second. It's Fauci on the puck, far side of the ice, finds Coker there. Coker on the backhand. That one sticked aside. Wonderful display of backup goalkeeping here by the Bruins netminder. Keeps this tie ball game, so stick around. It's intermission number 2 here from Abe Stark. This one's all knotted up. You're watching Midnight Sports. All right, well, it's all left to play for here from Abe Stark. We've put 15 minutes on the board one last time. And it'll be Schulman. Take this drop at the logo. Wins it forward, but without possession. Polyakov on his man near the advertising boards, taking over his Coronati in his own zone. He feathers that up, looking for Polyakov. First there are the Bruins. Polyakov, though, gets that puck back. He's got O'Connor far side of the ice. Near side, that is, as O'Connor comes into the offensive zone. O'Connor shoots in. That hits a shin guard. And the backup netminder for today for the Bruins has stayed in the blue paint. That looks to be an equipment issue. That continues to be a problem there for the Bruins. It's Polyakov working that puck on back. Toward Coronati. Coronati for Viscoso. Viscoso on up, gains the line, tries to dump in. O'Connor on the forecheck, takes that puck back over. He's got Schulman off the side of the net. Goes O'Connor. Couldn't find a passing lane toward Schulman, so he had to take the shot. It's the Bruins tapping that, but not past Coronati. Coronati taken out of the play, but he was able to keep his man from rejoining. That rolling puck comes to O'Connor. O'Connor in all alone. He shoots. He scores. Oh, it's O'Connor with the goal, and he's able to put the Stars back up here at Abe Stark. Now O'Connor picked up that puck. That was about 5.5 games in the making from O'Connor, who is constantly on the forecheck, hounding his men off the puck. And he was able to pick up that loose puck and send it all the way into the back of the net. And so the Stars, with 14:03 remaining to go in this game, able to take that 1-goal lead. Now O'Day on the puck after Schaefer had settled it for him. O'Day skates that all the way across his zone and out. Some nice skating by the defenseman with the red gloves. It's O'Day trying to work that puck toward the net front. He gets bodied off the puck there, and now covering and coming back for the puck is Bergman. Bergman on the puck, and he's going to work his way over to the near side of the ice. He finds O'Day. O'Day into the offensive zone. He shoots. That one's going to be deflected up into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage in play with 13:32 left to go here in the third period. Well, equipment problem fixed for the starting netminder of the Bruins. And so he's back out there as Bolognic looks to take this face-off to that goaltender's left. Wins that toward the slot. It's touched up toward the blue line, but splits the defenders. And so the Stars have to reset here in the neutral zone. It's Schaefer jabbing it past his man and chasing after it on the forecheck is Gibman, who gets there first. He gets rubbed off the puck and out of the play as the Bruins look to take over once again, but a bouncing puck through the slot nearly finds Bergman. Instead, it's the Bruins coming back the other way. Schaefer able to body his man, and that's going to be a call against the Bruins. And so we're going to get a couple of whistles here as the jostling continues. And so we'll see exactly what the calls are. Well, didn't want to show the footage there at first as it looked like there might have been an injured player, but instead, just a whole stretch of people in the corner. We'll wait and delay here. Yes, everyone back up on their feet. Obviously, a midnight sports policy not to show player injuries. And so hence the reason the camera panned away there for a moment. But we'll see exactly what the damage done on the paperwork is going to be here, as it looks like O'Day and Bergman to the box for the Stars. How many Bruins end up in the box here as well? Shots 14 now for the Bruins on the board in the building. 31 on my board here for the Stars. And the penalty door still open, of course, for the Bruins as the officials start working through all the paperwork. Well, Bergman and O'Day in the box going over what happened, talking to each other and to today's backup goaltender, Ryan Speaker, in the box, asking them exactly what happened in that near corner in the defensive zone. Okay, well, an explanation coming to Coach Carney here for what the penalties are. Coach Carney looks to be understanding the explanation thus far and not necessarily disagreeing with it. Of course, no coach is happy when their players are penalized, But there are times where those explanations are inexplicable. This does not seem to be one of those times, as Stars coach gave the nod, and it looks like it might be a face-off outside of the Stars zone here. We'll see. Just one Bruin in the box right now. So we'll see if that changes, as there are 5 Stars skaters on the ice. Looks like it will be 5-on-5 hockey. So not entirely sure how this is going to work out with personnel in the penalty box. But it is 5-on-5 hockey after all that, so no penalties on the board, and onward we play as we tick toward 13 minutes left to go. It's Coker on the puck, far side of the ice, into the offensive zone on the backhand, looking for Adamick in the slot. He gets stood up at the end boards there, but he does get the puck back. It's Coker throwing it toward the slot. It's Fauci setting it up on the backhand. It's saved, and it's the Bruins looking to come the other way. Fauci trying to open up the netminder there of the Bruins, and his backhanded shot went off the leg pads, and so the Stars reset. It's a good look there for the Stars. This one should go for an icing. It does, with 12:29 left to go in this game. It will be new skaters on the ice for the Stars. O'Connor, Polyakov, Schulman, Murphy, and Ramos. That look for the Stars was good. Sometimes there can be such a thing as not enough real estate in front of the goal. Fauci had to switch to the backhand there, and without much room to lift the puck, it was likely to always end up into the leg pad of the netminder. Fauci had tried to find the 5-hole instead to open up the goalie and score one here, but again, the Bruins netminders had a strong game, and so able to keep that one out. Well, Stars nearly into the offensive zone there. The Bruins, though, some tight defense on the blue line, able to stop the break-in at first. But now it's Polyakov on the forehand, push to the dot, comes in tight, throws that toward the slot, looking for a trailer. But Ramos able to keep the zone far side of the ice. Soft tap past his man, keeps the zone momentarily until the Bruins fire it the other way. It's a puck that finds itself in front of the scorer's booth here, thrown all the way across into the Star zone. The hitting's really picked up as Ramos takes that puck toward the backhand. He's able to keep his man away from it long enough for Murphy to come in. Murphy bodied into the boards there. Able to jab away, though, at the puck. Schulman in for support. That rolling puck is going to find Murphy. Long reach there. He's able to work it up to the half wall. Latito way out of the cage. Was able to cut out the threat. That puck's loose at the side of the cage. Some real jabbing now as the Bruins decide that they do not want to go one-on-one with Ramos after the whistle is gone. And so Latito keeps this a 1-goal game after the Bruins come to their senses at the side of the cage. Now it'll be Belonik to take this draw. He's got Russo to his right. It's to be Coronati standing the defensive slot. Just wait for the official to be ready here as Russo and his counterpart backed out of the circle. It's a win there by the Bruins. They'll dump it in deeper. Firing on it is Coronati, far side of the ice. He works it up toward Gitman. Bouncing puck finds a Bruins stick, but tracking back was Gitman. He's able to work it for Belonik. Belonik with Russo out there. It's a nice pass up to Gitman. Gitman on his horse, keeps the puck, has Russo tracking in. Oh, it's a wonderful save there by the Bruins netminder. Belonik throws that across, bouncing puck nearly touched home. Russo tries to collect again. This one's fired all the way out. And so it'll go for an icing, but not after the Stars had a couple of grade A chances. Saved by the Bruins netminder. The Stars absolutely buzzing in that blue paint, but the Bruins doing well to keep them out. And so an offensive zone draw with under 11 minutes left to go in this one from Abe Stark in Coney Island. It'll be Belonik to take the drop. Bergman on the ice and tries to harass that puck forward. It's thrown out of the zone by the Bruins. This one's not going to go for an icing. Coronati skates back for it. He's got Viscoso to go point to point. He does exactly that. Viscoso on up right in front of the Stars bench. That puck worked over toward Bergman. Bergman has that puck in the slot. It was Belonik who took a big hit there, but was able to work that puck for Bergman. Bergman to Gitman. Gitman fires that up to the point. It's fired in by Coronati. And that bouncing puck comes to Viscoso. Oh, boy, that was a missile. Saved very, very nicely there by the Bruins. And so, Bruins able to escape the zone after the slapper from Viscoso into the zone. Latito kicks that out. Bouncing puck in the slot. Swept up there by the Stars. It's now the Bruins looking to find the back of the net as they're to the side of the cage. They work it out to the top of the circle. They fire in. That one goes wide on a deflection. And it's Bergman trying to touch it past his man, but down low are the Bruins. They nearly could feather that across, but it was some fantastic defensive work there by Coronati that cut out the threat. Trying to sweep that one farther in are the Bruins. Gitman stands up his man, and a stick in the way there by Belonik. He's firing that up and out of the zone. There was a nice sequence there by the Bruins, cut out by the Stars, and a defensive zone upcoming for the home team with 9:46 left to go here in the third period. Now it'll be Fauci to take this draw on the far side of the ice. One there by the Bruins, fired in off a body, rolling toward the slot. Look out, Latito chops that out of the air. Puck still loose, shepherded to the side of the cage by O'Day. Now, always a tough one there as a netminder when somebody's in tight and is able to get it up to the glove height. But Latito chopped that one out of the air, and his defenseman able to clean that puck up to the corner, as all good defensemen do. It's Adamek on the puck, far side of the ice. Harassed by a man there. Coker takes over, tries to work it toward Fauci. Back up to Adamek, down toward Coker. Coker on the puck. It's Coker behind the net on the backhand. Throws that across. That puck sits there momentarily. Couldn't be swept home by Adamek as there were too many Bruins sticks in the way. Adamek does well, though, to jam up the breakout twice as that puck does eventually come past the blue line. And it's an offside call on the Stars with 8:56 remaining to go in this hockey game. It'll be a face-off just outside the Bruins zone. Now to be Polyakov, Shulman, Murphy, Ramos, and O'Connor. Right now it's O'Connor's goal. That is the difference between these two teams here in Coney Island. It's Shulman on the drop. He wins that back toward the red line, but it's the Bruins with speed into the offensive zone. Here come the Bruins on a mini break. Latito shuts it down, and it's a stick lift from Polyakov that's able to prevent the ensuing rebound shot. Latito with a great save. O'Connor throws that in on net, and the Bruins look to take over and break out once again. This game's starting to get stretched out a bit as legs tire. And it's Ramos now over for Murphy. Murphy on up for O'Connor. O'Connor on the puck into the offensive end. Shoots in once again. This one hits a shin guard. Murphy able to keep the zone, though. Fired over toward Polyakov. Polyakov down toward O'Connor, just a bit too far as the Bruins push that one along. Bruins at the end boards, only so far as Shulman. Shulman dumps it in deeper. Turning for it now are the Bruins, far side of the ice. In the sunshine they go. And it will be the Bruins able to jam that up into their own bench. So it should be an offensive zone draw here for the Stars on the near side of the ice. Now a reminder, these two teams meet again out at Parkwood next Saturday, 4:45 in Great Neck, New York. Tune in for that game, Midnight Sports, subject to carrier restrictions. Hopes to have all the coverage for you right here. It's Viscoso taking that face-off win, shooting in. Russo nearly able to touch that on net. And now the Stars reset again. They shoot that across the face of the goal. Keeping the zone, though, is Viscoso. Viscoso jams that in just a bit deeper. Adamek on the puck. Works it around to the far side. It's Russo and Coker on the forecheck on that far side. Russo able to keep that puck down low. Bruins take over behind the net. Russo stick jams up the initial breakout, but the Bruins will come back the other way. It's the Bruins on the puck through the neutral zone all the way into the offensive zone, trying to curl in the slot. Trailer comes across, goes just wide of the cage. Tito had cut down the angle expertly to cut out the threat, and the pass went just a bit far. Now it's the Stars coming the other way. Coker shoots in. That takes a deflection up into the netting, but the Bruins still pushing, trying to find the back of that net. And Latito got a piece of that shot. So, 7:15 left to go in this one. It's still all to play for here at Abe Stark. Stars 2, Bruins 1. what's been a bit of a pitcher's duel, but an entertaining game nonetheless. It'll be Bolognic, far dot. He's got Gitman in the slot. Clean win up to Murphy. Murphy down to the top of the circle. The one-timer doesn't quite connect, and so Gitman tries to retrieve that puck at the near half wall. Instead, it's going to leave the zone. Stars take over in the neutral zone. It's Murphy taking that pass from Ramos, turning with it in his own zone to settle it down. Back over toward Ramos. Ramos on the puck. Chips that up toward Bergman, who settles it with the glove, takes it on the stick. It's swept forward by the Bruins and Bergman, and the Bruins look to take over in the far corner. Bruins all the way around to the near side of the ice, near half wall now. Murphy will have to retreat. Cuts out the threat in the neutral zone, kicks it to himself, stalks into the offensive zone, and then a drop pass connects. Slapper goes high of the cage. It's the Bruins now trying to pick up the puck near side of the ice. They fire it all the way across to the Bruins, and they touch it to the logo as the Stars reset. Stars dump in. Bruins take over once again near side of the ice as Greatneck has that puck. And it's a wonderful play there by Murphy to cut out the backdoor streaker that would have been in all alone on Latito. It's the Bruins into the slot near side of the ice. Drop pass doesn't quite connect for them as it's touched farther by Gitman into the neutral zone. Just 6 minutes left to play here as the Bruins dump in once again. Picking up that puck is Murphy. He's going to send it around to the far side of the ice. Bergman streaks in to be the first to it. Bergman touches it farther, not out of the zone just yet. It sits at the point. Latito chops that out of the air with the blocker this time as the Bruins dump in once again. It's now O'Day, who shepherds that up toward Gitman, who taps it farther. Still in the zone momentarily. Gitman gets a second bite at that apple on the backhand. And Schulman now on the forecheck, chases that in the neutral zone. It's the Stars recovering the puck at their own blue line. Polyakov over for O'Day. And that puck's touched up and out of the zone by the Stars once again. Puck sits at the far side of the ice, settled once again by the Stars. Schulman over for O'Connor. O'Connor sends that puck forward, takes a fall, but no arm raised. It's Schulman and Polyakov as the other two forwards out there. The puck sits at the end boards for Greatneck. They're able to work it to the far side of the ice. It's O'Day and Schaefer as the defensive pairing now. And O'Day and Polyakov upend their man. No call coming. O'Day takes that pass, drops it for Schulman. Schulman in a 2-on-1 with O'Connor. Schulman there. He shoots in. That puck bounced up, nearly touched home by O'Connor. Goes just wide. It was a nice save by Greatneck, and O'Day gets it back. He shoots wide there on a deflection. Polyakov on the puck, works it up toward Schaefer. Schaefer on the backhand, now forehand, jabs it deeper into the zone. Bruins are going to be able to clear as O'Day picks it up far side of the ice. He's got Russo to go point to point with. It's Russo on the puck, near side of the ice. He's going to skate this in through the neutral zone, tries to dangle his man, can't quite get around him. The Stars making a change, need to get out there. Coronati fired out of a cannon, able to cut out the threat as he now turns in the far corner in his own zone. Bruins side of the net, they throw that toward the slot, can't quite get on the forehand. Slapper comes in, but it hits the stick of Coronati, and he's able to shovel that out of the zone. And now it's a breakaway for Coker. All alone in the offensive zone, looks to go around the goaltender, and it's saved by the netminder of the Bruins. And so onward we play here. As Coker takes that puck, sends it all the way across the zone, and the return pass hits a body. Fauci harassing his man there. Keeping the zone is Coronati. That's fired in. Skate stops that from getting all the way to the net. The Bruins tapping that up and out of the zone. Viscoso had pinched up in the neutral zone. Try and keep Bruins from a offensive zone break-in. Fauci nearly taps it farther. Instead, that puck rolls all the way out, and so Viscoso settles it down with 3.5 left to play here at Abe Stark. No icing as Fauci on the forecheck, harassing his man, picks the puck off his man, leaves it there for Russo. Oh, nearly home. A wonderful save once again for the netminder of Greatneck. It's the Stars dumping that in just a bit deeper. It's Coronati in that far corner now, far half wall, trying to evade his man as the Bruins all over him there. Russo on the puck, tries to jab it just a bit farther at that half wall. Stars have to be careful that the puck doesn't pop up to a Bruins stick and end up on a breakaway. And so they're being cautious with that puck. Coronati looks to skate around his man. He stood up there, but then he stands up his man. There's fair as the Stars take over once again. That's Viscoso over for Coronati. Coronati on the forehand, works that up for Bergman. Bergman stops, delays, and now he'll skate up center of the ice. Bergman into the offensive zone. He stops on the backhand. It's touched farther there by the Stars. It was Gitman combining with Bolonic. Bolonic looks for Bergman in the slot. It hits a body, doesn't get all the way through, and the puck rolls to the Stars, and then it's saved very nicely by the Bruins netminder once again. And so, with 2:19 left to go in this game, time enough to catch your breath as there's been some end-to-end action out there. But it will be Stars offensive zone draw. Bolonic at the far dot to take it. He's got Gitman waiting in the slot. Ramos and Murphy as the defenders. Puck is dropped, and it sits on a Stars stick there. It's thrown in wide of the cage, stick to side, and the Bruins look to pick that back up, but it only goes so far as Bergman. Tight angle shot shut down there by the Bruins netminder once again. And so 2:07 left to play after Bergman able to pull the trigger from the far side of the ice, and it was frozen by the goaltender from Great Neck. Well, the sun is streaming through on what's a beautiful September 8th day here in Coney Island, and the Stars want to add to that day by coming out here with the W. 2:02 now after the Stars shoot again, and it's frozen once again by Great Neck. Left to go in this game. It'll be Shulman at the dot. Connor awaits in the slot, takes that puck off the dot, rolls there to Polyakov, who shoots in another save by the Bruins, and we'll do it all over with 1:57 left to go here in this game. Looks like we're going to try the near side of the ice on this one, as it did technically come from this side of the slot. The shot, that is. It's Shulman. Take this draw. He's got Polyakov and O'Connor out there as his forwards, Murphy and Ramos as the defenders, and Great Neck able to send that puck to the far point, but keeping it in is Ramos. Now the Stars take over. They throw it through the blue paint. It's going to be sticked aside there by the Stars. Thrown in, still a loose puck. Oh, it's cleared nicely by the Bruins. Boy, that was a broken play. Stars nearly home instead. That puck's touched up for an icing, and so the Stars will have to get back to work with just 95 seconds left to go in this game. They'll look to see it out in the offensive zone as much as possible. And they send Fauci out to take the draw. He's going to have Coker to his left, but first a timeout. And so time enough to remind you you're watching Midnight Sports. All right, let's get your reset here. 95 seconds left to go. It's the O'Connor goal right now, the go-ahead goal for the Stars. That is the difference between these two teams. Offensive zone draw. It's Fauci at the dot. He's got Adamick in the slot. And Viscoso and Coronati as the defenders. Looks like Coker, far side of the ice. It's one forward by the Stars, thrown across the blue paint. And the Bruins will take over and jab that up and out of the zone. The Bruins look to get in business through the neutral zone here. Getting back quickly are the Stars. Bruins far side of the ice, side of the cage. It's Latito able to cover that one up after he takes it off the chest protector. And with just 80 seconds left to go, this time it will be a defensive zone draw for the Stars. Russo to take this draw on his strong side. Adamick will come off the ice for that draw. It is Coker, far side of the ice. Same defensive pairing for the Stars. It's Russo trying to swipe that forward. He works it over to Coker. Coker on the puck. Fires that up to the point. Not out just yet. Bouncing puck. Sits at the blue line. Russo able to tap it past. Veteran play there by the alternate captain to get that puck out of the zone. Now tracking back is Coronati on the forehand. It hits a stick, but fired up and out by Fauci. And now Russo dives for it. It's an empty net at the other end. It's Russo on the puck. He's going to set this up. He shoots. It goes wide on the deflection. And we got a stoppage in play anyway, as it looked like maybe the Stars were offside with 54 seconds left to play. Not the fifth period. In the third period, that is. Stars were offside. The net was empty, but back on goes the Bruins goaltender until Great Neck can win this draw. Well, shots 44-21 here in the Stars' favor. A tight hockey game nonetheless. Stars do win that faceoff. It's Coker firing in wide of the cage, and the Stars would love to kill off the remaining 45 seconds of this game in the offensive zone. The Bruins have other ideas, though. Trying to chip it past Coker were the Bruins. That shot saved by the Bruins netminder. It's now Great Neck trying the near side of the ice. It sits at the end boards, and they work it up to the near half wall. The Bruins sit there, and dumping in were the Stars at first, but now that puck settled by Fauci. Fauci on the puck, up for Russo. Russo chips it in farther. 20 seconds left to go here from Abe Stark as the Stars look for that first W of the season. Bouncing puck up toward Russo. It's chipped out of the zone by the Bruins, but without possession, and Ramos is going to skate this all the way back to Murphy. Murphy on the puck, killing off the rest of this game in the corner as the puck just sits in the corner, and that should do it here from Abe Stark as the Stars come on in to make sure everything is copacetic in the corner here. And the Bruins will need to clear out. And they'll do exactly that as there's still some discussion in that corner. But it's the Bruins skating through all of the Stars. And they'll look to line up. Well, not even going to do a lineup. These teams face each other again next weekend. And so, Stars being told to stay at their benches. Bruins being told the same momentarily. In any event, we've gone final here from Abe Stark. After a few words were exchanged, but no harm, no foul at the end of the game. It's the Stars 2, the Bruins 1. Thanks so much for joining us here on Midnight Sports. We'll see you again next weekend. Until then, stay safe.